Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am literally just finishing up my Good morning, Rebecca. Hope you're back. Good morning, Manuela, and good morning, Joanne. Yeah, I'm good. Says I'm live. Anywho, good morning, Lisa. I was gonna wait till after my live to eat breakfast, but I was like, I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna eat before. I was like, I got 10 minutes. Yeah, that ran up really quick. Good morning, everybody. I'm also coming to you post shower, so my hair is kind of wet. And you can see how curly it gets. Like, this is my natural hair right here. And it's because I brush it that all this curl comes out. It's like, can you just stay? I like this little bit of curl. I don't really put a lot of product in my hair, so I could put mousse in it to help keep its curliness, but good morning, Michelle. All right, last bite. I have some organizing to do behind me. I have a maze of baskets and totes and buckets and things around me. I will say the only downfall to doing my schedule the way I'm doing it now is having to drag things up and down the stairs. I'm having to take them upstairs to show them for the recording and then bring them back down just to have them out of the way. And so that's why you'll find me sitting at my dining room table with a project behind me, because I have forgotten to bring it all the way down the stairs and it made it to the kitchen. Yay, Michelle, that's awesome. Good morning, Annie. I like these shelves. They're pretty sturdy. I kind of would rather have there's a shelf called Calyx. I don't know if they renamed it to something else. I think they renamed it to something else, but I can't remember what. I don't think it's called the Calyx shelves anymore, is it? But they're big 13 by 13 by 15 cubes, very similar to what you see behind Juan and his Yarnscape. Ooh, Amazon Spring Sale. Nice. Speaking of Amazon, so I drink a whole glass of milk, yes, almost every morning, unless I eat cereal or something. Where did I put it? Speaking of Amazon, I ordered a book that was recommended by our very own Rebecca called Crochet Dolls and Animals. Oh, this book is thick and it's cool. There's like so many different things in here that it teaches you. I mean, it even teaches you all the way down to like the single crochet, the double crochet, half double crochet. Like, it teaches you how to make amigurumis on your own without having to not necessarily follow a pattern. Like, you can make up your own. And I told my daughter, I was like, this book right here would be great for you to look through too. So if you want to borrow it, you need to say something. Oh, I need to show you a picture in here that just cracked me up. This bunny right here. His face. Oh, I got this yesterday. Add it to my collection. Oh, here's a book I meant to show you guys. So I bought this off of not off of. I went to that store here locally called Mangelson's, and I got this book from them. I don't know if I showed this to you guys. Anyway, I got this, and I was just flipping through it as I was there looking at it in the store, and I just happened to flip to this one page, and I went, that looks oddly familiar. This right here. So I'm flipping through it some more, just, doing some more of this. As much as I can with this silly little flap here. And I found this page. Look at what's on this page. One of my favorites, not my absolute. One of my newest favorite yarns. The Mandala Ombres. Isn't that awesome? Yarn Cake Amigurumis. So yeah, it's called Mangelson's. It's a locally owned store. It is not. It's not a store you can order online. You can. They do have a website, but I think it's more of just one of those websites that just gets their name out there, for search engines and stuff. Yeah, I actually have this. This is a coupon that I got from the store that I can get $10 off my next purchase, which I figured I'll go in there and buy something, and then this book will be even cheaper, because if you think about it, I'm saving $10 off of my next purchase, even though it wasn't off of this book entirely. Correct? Good morning, Izzy. Shh, I won't tell anybody. So I asked my son saw this, my youngest, and he goes, ooh, fishy. I was like, do you want me to make you one? And I was like, which one do you want me to make? He wants me to make him this one. The fish and the axolotl. Hello, Joanne. The other Joanne. So, I'm anxious to see how that works. I don't know how color controlled I'm going to be with it. Like how they did it, Because in some of the instructions it says, like, with the next color in the cake, do this part of the, not all of that area, but I saw it on one of the patterns I was flipping through here looking at. They really need to redo this one as a different animal. They call this a kitten. It just doesn't scream kitten to me. It screams like baby possum or something. Yeah, where is Melissa G? I haven't seen her in a while. Where's my Melissa G? I don't know how to reach out to her. I don't have her anywhere. Anyway, oh, and the other book I got from Mangelson's, it was this one. It's called it's another Annie's Crochet little booklet. Learn to crochet Gansey dishcloths. Well, the dishcloths had me. It didn't matter what Gansey was. And I read in here that Gansey crochet is based on textures normally found in knit Gansey sweaters worn by fishermen for hundreds of years. These knit sweaters originated on the island of Guernsey and were filled with tight textures that were designed to keep the fishermen warm and dry. So they tend to be highly textured and feature combinations of 3D stitching and flattering traditional stitches. And you can use these for like scrubbing dishes and stuff too, because of the texture that it has. So there's some books that I have from Amazon and also this local store. And then these things came with the other book I showed, the Crochet Dolls and Animals. I went ahead and got more stuff with it. So my kids have these little pouches, not these, but I was like, their little pouches would be perfect for like a crochet hook organization or something. And so I just got to looking on Amazon. This is a pencil pouch. It's not meant for crochet hooks, but I was looking and, you know, you could see the picture of one of the sides open. It has two sides that open, and then it's got this inner pouch or this inner pocket here that spreads open. So you get quite a bit of room in here. Anyway, it's got little elastics for your pencils and pens. And so I bought it. A book. That's why she was hiding, because I was showing books. Oh, good morning, Melissa G. How are you? Melissa G is in the house. All right, so these I think are going to be a little too short for this, but that's okay. I figured, whatever, it'll work. Maybe. So you're going to have to get a little creative with this. So, you know, most pens sit in here like this. You know, you put them in here. They go in that little pocket and they hang, right? Well, it's not going to quite work with the hook doing that, because honestly, I could put them down in here and the elastic doesn't even touch them because these aren't quite long enough. But I figured I could treat this like those pouches that you can get for hooks, where you put the hook up in this here. Made you look. Books. Bookie books. So, you know, you could put it in there like that. They do fit these clover hooks. So that way, you know, and it does have a nice tight fit even on the smaller part of the handle. So like I can put all my clover hooks in here and they don't slide out. And then I have a whole nother side to put 5 more hooks. Now there's only 10 in here, but honestly, that's fine with me. I'll figure out somewhere to put the rest of my hooks, you know, like these little bitty ones that I don't, you know, I don't regularly use these tiny little hooks for anything. I don't regularly use these. So these could get put away somewhere. But I kind of like that. I think I can make that work. So the pouch will go up and down like this instead of how it's intended to go like this. I mean, I could do it like this too, but you know, I mean, who's really going to sit here and nitpick me holding it the wrong way? Right? Hello, Tammy Critters and things. Okay, so this Sunday I won't be able to go live at 3 like I normally do. So I'm going to go live at 3 on Saturday because we're doing a down and back family thing on Sunday. So my new schedule now, Tammy, is Wednesday mornings at 7:30 and then again on Sundays at 3. But this Sunday and any Sunday that I can't do it for some reason, I will readjust it to another day. Whether it be in the morning, afternoon, evening, it'll just have to be, I will reschedule it. I won't cancel it altogether. I'll just reschedule it. Bought me the one in my Amazon cart, 500 crochets. The Bible one, the big Bible one. Mine is over there. Yeah, it's over there. Y'all, I should have just bought more of these because I really like these pouches. So here's where this is tying into. So I got this, and so I can throw my stuff in here. Anyway, I also wanted to get some more of these because I really like these. So what I was thinking is I actually probably should have my kids give me them back. I don't know, or I'll just order some more of the other ones. I bought these off of Amazon. They're similar, These are plastic, more of a plastic, like a silicone-y plastic, kind of. I'm not sure what this is called, like a poly. Anyway, this is a Mr. pen. I should have stuck with this. I bought this set. Now there are some missing because my children decided they needed to have some. But out of all of them, this one came broken. Let me show you why. It's sad. And I know you can't tell, but this is purple. Of all the colors in the set, the purple one had to be broken. Like, why couldn't any other color be broken? Why did it have to be my purple? It has a hole in it that's not irreplaceable. It's not fixable. So, I mean, I could fold it in on itself and maybe glue it, but I don't want to have to fix something that I just bought. Literally, I just opened these yesterday. But they're little mesh pockets, pouches, whatever. Good morning, Julianne. Irreparable, whatever the word is. So it's a meshy pocket. I mean, it is mesh, so you can, it does have airflow. I don't know. I'm really leaning towards sending these back because 1 out of the 10 that I got, or however many I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 10 because I had to count how many kids. They're nice little pouches, but I don't know. These were the 4 colors I was gonna keep, and then I let my kids pick from the other ones. And then I was gonna keep the purple, but it's broken. I don't want to fix it though. I mean, they were cheap. I think I spent. How much did I spend on these? Oh no! Don't leave this one. Open up a new tab, silly. Go to Amazon. It's just kind of annoying that $8. I spent $8 on 10 of these little pouches. I don't want to put clear packing tape on it though. I mean, like I said, I could put some glue right here. Like I said, I can fold the mesh over and glue it down permanently, but I don't know if it'll hold with it being mesh. So, I don't know. I mean, it is just 1 out of the 10 pouches, which is annoying, but it's the purple one. Y'all, it's the purple one. Why did the purple one? If it would have been any other color, I would have seriously taken that color and just thrown it away. But it's the purple one. I want the purple one. Oh, I know, but it's just frustrating. It's like, come on. Quality control, people. Quality control. Come on. Right, $8 for 10 of these. I could, yeah. I need to, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll, this could be a lesson on, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Thrifty crocheter. I don't know if she'll be here this morning, but she's the one I'm going to and thinking about this. Being resourceful and figuring out how to fix it. But like I said, I could probably put some glue on here. It's just because it's mesh, I don't know that it's going to hold. I don't think it's going to be worth the pain just to have this one replaced. That's why, like I said, I may just try to be resourceful and fix it. Or if I can't fix it, I'll sadly just have to toss it. Because I can't have a pouch with holes in it. They had one job. Seriously, one job. Good morning. Can you bring me a drink downstairs, please? Upstairs. Bring me one from upstairs downstairs. My goodness. Didn't realize it had to be so specific. I really like these though. I should have just got more of these. You know what I might do? I'm considering donating these as school supplies. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like being wasteful, but you know, if I'm donating it to a good cause, I don't feel it's wasteful, if that makes sense. Okay, I need to get to showing things besides that. Okay, so guess what I finished yesterday? 100% completed, done. I have no more left of it to do. All my tails are sewn in. Perfect, thank you. Appreciate you.
Why is the TV not going?
Because I was waiting for Jonathan to get up.
You want to pause it?
It's not paused, it's just not on. You want here? Let me see if he's on real quick. He wasn't live when I was up there earlier, but subscriptions. Nope, doesn't look like he's on right now. Doesn't look like it. You can put it on. Is the TV on? Do you still see this? Like, do you still see the screen?
Power screen. Yes. This is screen.
The YouTube screen. Go. I have it on OB or not OB. Gaming. Komodo. Put it on the play all. What did I just tell you to put it on? Could I do a applique? I don't think so. It's on the end. It's a whole. It's not in the. So it's right here. See, I've started bending it in. So like, I've hidden it. I just need to figure out how to glue it. It's right here on the end. I'll push it back out so you can see where it's at. But it's right there. There's a hole in the seam. And if you look, it's mesh. So like, how do you glue that? You know? So I was thinking of just bending it in like this. Like folding it in as best as I could and then smashing it like this and gluing it somehow. If Gorilla Glue, Super Glue would work, I'm not sure. Yeah, I do have smart plugs here, but they're not the kind that I can tell to turn on like that. Well, actually, no, they might be. No, they are because I can turn them on and off from my phone. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just bend it in, you know, bend in the raw edge. And you really can't even tell, and just like figure out a way to, because if it just stays shut right here, it's a perfectly, like the pouch is perfectly good. Just kind of makes you wonder what kind of quality of pouch this is, and if I should have just stuck with the Mr. Pen ones. So anyway, I finished something. Trying to find my little thingy bobbers, my little mug rug for my drink. Yes, I'm holding it upside down. For some reason, these sparkling ice drinks that I drink, some of them, most of them, they kind of like, it's almost like their flavor settles. It like, not solidify, it separates. Yeah, so my husband thought about sewing it too, Rebecca, but he even saw it in person and was like, yeah, there's no sewing it. Because he's like, oh yeah, you can flip that inside out and sew it. And I'm like, okay, but then I showed him. He's like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Good morning, Mandy. Yeah, who knows? So here, I'll give you guys a clue what I finished. These are all my colors from a certain something that I just finished yesterday. It's all recorded. It's on my channel, and it'll all be releasing today. It's done. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Make it impossible for me to get out. Good. Look, there's Thrifty. Your ears must have been ringing. I was talking about you. Here's another hint. It's not a blanket. Well, I mean, it could be a blanket for a really small, tiny doll. That's funny.
March.
Nope. The fish one isn't I don't start that one until next month. I'm going to record that one over April and have that one come out for May. It's done. It's done. I kind of wish I would have scooted my flowers over just a little bit. I feel, okay, y'all, this thing is really long. I need to figure out a way, I think, to widen it. I think I'm going to go up to 40 stitches wide and shorten it by 10 stitches, 10 rows. So let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10. So it would shorten it to about here. I think that would be better. I think it's just a smidge too long. Isn't it awesome? So yep, I just recorded last night this part right here where it's going to hang. So this is the back side and this is the front. It actually wasn't too bad. I will say though that this guy right here in my video, you will hear my frustration with the yard because of the changes that I do so much of. My yarn gets so messed up, like it's just all twisty, not necessarily tangled, just like braided twists, and so it's just hard to like work along a row as you're with them all twisted up. So yep, it's done. There is April's flag. It will actually get to go out on my flagpole on April 1st. It'll be a first, and it will be no April Fool's joke. So Thrifty, I was talking about you earlier because I have this pouch that I ordered off of Amazon from a set of 10, and it has a hole in it, and I was trying to figure out a way of being resourceful and figure out a way to fix it because I was thinking of you in my head, because you're very much, you know, using what you have, or, you know, reusing things or being resourceful with your things. And so that's just, you know, I was channeling my inner Thrifty. So I'm going to figure out a way, I think, to try to put some glue in here, and then maybe use, I don't know, these cheap little Dollar Tree clamps and hold it down and see if I can't get it to, you know, it'd be great though. You know what? Hold on a second. I don't necessarily need glue. I don't even know if this is going to work. It's too tiny. Oh boy. I'd almost need 2 of them here. Look. Hole fixed. Little tiny little, what are these called? These little binder clips. Oh, so there you go. It's fixed. Now, the only issue is these little things will pop out. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how easily they'll pop out. When you go to put stuff in it and then you close it, you just gotta, I don't know. Or I'll just use this to keep the glue down. Who knows? That's what you get for going cheap. But you know what? Sometimes cheap can be good. Okay, flag I've shown you. That is done. Yay, I'm so happy that's done. And then yesterday I did my filet crochet. I hate to show you guys all this stuff because I want you guys to go back and watch all my videos. But for those of you that don't get to them very quickly. Ooh, I could take those off. You're right. You're right, Michelle. I can't take those off because they just pinch off. Huh, there you go. And now I won't have to worry. See, look at that. Like, they're already off. I didn't have to take pliers. I just pinched them off. These are they had enough pliability. And, I mean, as long as I don't pull on it, it'll stay on there. Huh. I'm going to hold on to the handles just in case I decide I want to glue it. I might glue it and then put this on here like a backup. Because then that way if the glue sticks to this, I won't have to worry about it. There we go. Well, thank you, Thrifty. I try to be silly. You know, when I kill my kids, own it. I own it. So anyway, you know what? I can cut this. I need to cut this because I wasn't gonna frog it out. I just didn't have scissors with me yesterday. I need a crochet hook. I mean, I have plenty of them around here. I just need the right size. I mean, this will work. It's not the size I need, but going into lurk mode. Lurk away. Lurk away, Rebecca. All right, so I'm going to do this real quick so I can detach my fillet work from my yarn. So here is the fillet that I did yesterday, the fillet crochet. Can you see the image in it? Now I need to block it so it looks better. But you know what? It's just me trying it out. It's this bottom area down here is a little wonky and I can't really hold it. There you go. So there's my fillet crochet that I tried yesterday. Not too bad. I mean, I picked a simple shape to start with because I wanted it to be kind of easy to be able to get through. So I think I did pretty good. So there's that. And y'all, this thing is turning out amazing. I might work on this while I talk with you guys too. Put this back real quick. Yeah, I'm curious to see if I like this as a pouch. Why is it that even though this other pouch drives me crazy, I have a hard time moving from this to anything else? It's like I have like a, what's the word? Like an imprint on this, you know? It's like I can't give this up. It's like, it's just a pouch. But this one's meant for crochet hooks, this teal one. This one's meant for pencils. But like I was telling my kids, you can use something that's meant for pencils for other things. So just gonna close up all these so that it stays. Anyway, you love fillet crochet. I definitely want to do more of it because I kind of want to do my name in a banner style thing and do like frame it or something maybe. I don't know. So here, y'all, is my scarf. The first bottom half, all my tails are sewn in, so I absolutely love the way it looks down here. And here's what I've added on to it. I'm still attached to a hook. Hold on, let me pull it. You know what? Let me put a stitch marker right here. Where did that one go? There it is. Yeah, for just putting random skeins together, this is really turning out really cute. So I've added on since Sunday or since this weekend onto it. I've added all of this from the green up to here. And I have 2 more mini cakes that I'm going to add from my like spring bright, you know, pastel-ish colors. You know, my muted colors. My springy, you know, muted pastel-ish colors. I know, I am too. And it's made with superwash merino wool. Granted, I am making it right at the tail end of winter. Well, actually, we're into spring now. Sorry. Early spring now. So, I mean, I won't necessarily get to use it if I plan to keep it. I'm playing with the idea of selling it, you know, as one of my makes. It's not going to be a cheap one, you know, because this is made with superwash merino wool. The black is acrylic. Why did I put it away? I was going to keep that out. That's all I have for show and tell. Yeah, I appreciate the compliments, and all the I'm loving it and all the compliments. Oh, and for those of you that don't follow my post tab, I will show you my new flag designs. They are up on my post tab. I could, but I don't have all. Like, I literally have one and done of these little mini hanks. So, like, this is one that I'll be doing. One of the last ones I'll be using. And this is all one hank right here. So, and I only have one of them. Did that help better, Joanne? That foundation half double crochet row that I did? Did it make it any clearer? Were you able to see what you needed to see? Awesome. So this is going to be May's flag. No, sorry, this is June. I'm showing them backwards. This is going to be May's. So it's going to be a little sailboat. We have some little fishies and birds. Another sun up here. So I'm debating if I shouldn't take this back to Stitch Fiddle and bring everything up 10 rows and add 5 rows onto either side of this and make them not so long, because it's a very long flag. I mean, it doesn't bother me being a long flag. It's just it almost looks a little longer than it is. Like, the length doesn't match the width, if that makes sense. It looks really skinny, if that makes sense. So that's May's flag design. I can keep the same design. I can just move everything up a little bit, like, figure out how to do the fish up a little bit higher, and then I can add on. Actually, no. I would just have to move the fish maybe over, because if I add a couple rows on either side and bring it up, the fish will just be spread out instead of being bunched up right here. Hello, Tammy. I am so glad that the white yarn worked better. That yarn was a pain to use too, because it was very splitty. I don't know what happened to it, because I'm pretty sure when I pulled it out of the skein, it was fine. But then when I spun it into wound it into a cake, I must have spun it the opposite direction or something, because it now is splitty and twisty. So here is June's again. If I add on my 10, like, I would do 5 on each side to make it 10 stitches wide, and then I would take out 10 rows, which would be right here, right at the top of the flag, or the crab, and I would just, have to move everything up and spread it out. Or I just leave it long, just long and skinny. Which with this one, I may just do that, because it may be hard to shrink all this. I think that's what I'll do. And then there's my finished one from April. It's all marked up, all marked off. So I have a question for you guys with these flags. Should I make up pattern bundles for them, like patterns for them, and then maybe bundle them up into like spring summer, fall, and winter, and do like bundles, season bundles, and try and sell them as patterns. What do y'all think? Would that be something that I could put my time into doing to try to sell them as patterns? And then I don't know what I would do, to be honest. When it comes to tapestry crochet, what kind of written instructions do they have with them? Like, do they come with like line by line written instructions, or do they just give you those line by line, like, 2 green, 5 yellow, 3 red kind of thing counts? I mean, if you think that would be something that people would buy, I would put my time and effort into putting those together. And then I could also how do I make them? Do you use little spools or just from the skein? What are you referring to, Thrifty? I need to get this desk cleaned up. It is covered in stuff. Oh, I printed. Oh, these are the ones I need to throw away because they didn't print with the colors up yet. You would buy the set? I could do that. I could do a whole set, or yeah, I think I could do that and do like, I don't know, what, $12 or $1 a pattern, or is that under? I can't talk this morning. Yes, and I have paid for the premium stitch fiddle, so that way I can get those, so I won't have to worry about typing all that up myself. Hello, Miguel. What do you guys think? So I have Joanne. She said she would buy a set if I did the whole thing, but that wouldn't be out until the end of the year, obviously, because I only have, the first 3 months done, at least in stitch fiddle, because I want to say October, November of last year, I did a C2C. You know what? I'm going to show you all the flags that I've done because I have them all gathered up into a bucket over here. Oh, cool. Yeah, I could come up with something like that. Okay. Let me move some stuff out of my way so I can get up and move. Look, I went to Walmart yesterday. Can you tell? I told my daughter, I was like, I can't go to Walmart and not grab me one of these happy cakes. I don't know where I put them. I put them in a tote, but the tote's not here. I'm looking, and I'm not seeing. Where did I put them? I want to show you guys the flags. In the set or separate, would add on. Oh. Yeah. That's the only thing is I'd have to figure out how to do pricing though. How much per flag kind of thing. So there's going to be 12 and then having having one for an anniversary or birthday in there, thrown in there as a bonus. But yeah, it wouldn't be done until the end of the year because I don't have I only have through June figured out right now. I mean, I could sit here and do them all done, do them all right now, but I like creating them with you guys. Where did I put those? I want to show you my flags. Okay, I found them. They're in a different basket. I moved them into a different basket. Hi, kitty cat. Can you lay down, please? Okay, so that's not a flag. That's my bag, my Tunisian bag that I made. I don't know why that's in there. All right, so here's the first flag I made. So this was my 4th of July from last year. This is not a stitch fiddle pattern. This is one I would have to do a written one. It's a C2C, and then I added on a border, a star border. So I think I would redesign this one. I'm going to do a different one for July, so that way it fits into the rest of the so the C2C ones that I made, I'm not going to include these. I'm going to do these different this year. But I have these as my own. I could sell these, you know, these two that I made, but see, this is more the size I was thinking for for the flags. They're not quite so long, but this is a C2C. These are the two that I made last year in C2Cs. But I'm going to start making these flags with the knotted half doubles. So for December, I may go back and do this one. I redo this one, do the top up here, because I found by doing the top like this, it gets a little stretched out, and I like the little envelope border, the envelope thing that I made. So the only difference with this is I would have to go add on. That's the thing with my flags, is I would have to figure out a way to include the written instructions for the little I call it the little envelope, this thing right here, where you would create this little envelope to hang the flag on. So this is my new design with hanging it, is this up here versus this. So here, look, see the length in them? They're long flags. But that's just what knotted half double does to them. So there's my December one. I think I'm going to keep this one for December with the red and the green, because that gives you that Christmassy feel without it being too Christmassy. And then for winter, I never got to hang him up because I didn't finish him in time. So maybe this year I'll hang him up. And you know what? I have enough at the top. I could actually fold this over and make one of my little envelope things. It's literally just folding over the top and then slip stitching it shut. That's all it is. I just have to figure out how to write that up so people can follow the written part and see it, you know, done. How to do the top part here. So there's my little snowman for, this was January. So this is what I did for January winter. Little snowman, and he is sparkle white. And I made his little scarf kind of flip that right there, the little fringe. And then for February, y'all were here when I made this, and so this is where I made the tweak with the envelope, but you can see, you know, it was a last minute decision after I'd already finished the flag and it was already hanging up on the flagpole. So, but this is what gave me the idea to do it from now on. So now, because this one was done with the knotted half double crochets folded over, it's a little thicker up at the top, but this one I do half double crochet rows and then fold it, so it's not quite so thick at the top. So I'm excited for these little tapestry flags. So that's what I have so far, if you haven't seen them already. Let's see, I'm going to put them back in. this way. Put this one in first. Even though this isn't going to be a flag that I do. Like I said, I'm going to redo my flags, these C2Cs. I'm going to do them differently this year. I think I'm going to do them in the knotted half doubles and figure out some sort of image to do for them. Because now that I've, you see how simple they were when I started? With the simple heart and all that. And now I have this. Not so simple, but it turned out so cute. Where are we at here? 50 minutes. Okay, I got 10. Where'd you come from? Oh, you're off of the scarf I was going to work on. Could you make a pattern, a teddy bear? Oh, are you saying like do a tapestry flag for like a garden flag with a teddy bear on it? Oh, shirts. Thank you. I'm actually really proud of those. But I'm also proud of them because of you guys. You guys helped me. Good morning, Kimberly. So yeah, I just have to figure out how much to sell them for, as a bundle. And that wouldn't be something I do until obviously probably November, December, because I want to try and have my flags designed early enough that I can work on them the month before. So right now, with your guys' help, I have up through June done. So we'll come back on here at some point in the future, and I will do July, and then we'll do, we'll keep going through the process, depending on how quickly, we get them designed. So, lurking and driving. We'll drive safely, please. Get to your destination safe and sound. I'm going to pull this over here and work on this. I think after I'm done with this skein of this hank of yarn, I'm going to stop. Or I only have 2 more. I need to get the tails sewn in because I was trying to do them every so often, but then I got further along than I had planned. So at this point, I'm like, I might as well finish the scarf before I go back and sew all the tails in at this point, because I only have 2 more colors left to add on of the colors that I set aside for this. I spent about half an hour to an hour caking these little hanks up because I had to untwist them, put them on my little Swift, hank them up into their little cake, or wind them up into their little cakes, and then go on to the next one. I think it took me like 30 to 40 minutes. So here's the next one I'm going to do is it's like a light gray color. And then this is going to be the last variegated one I'm going to do with black in between them. So these are the last 2 I have left. This one I'm going to hold itself. I'm only going to just single strand this one because this one's a true DK. And then this one you can see how much smaller the strand is. This variegated one, I'm actually going to pull 2 together. Okay, I got it in there before. But this one is thinner, so I'm going to do this one 2-stranded, double-stranded when I pull it. That's actually what I'm doing with this one currently, is I'm holding 2 together. You're trying to do a pattern for a blanket and it's not working out. Oh, that's not good, Tammy. I would love to make a big blanket pattern, Grafgan, like the tapestry that I'm doing, but do it in a blanket. So does it become when does it go from tapestry to blanket? Because I mean, those little tapestry flags could technically be little doll flags. I mean, doll blankets. Somebody could make them for a little girl's doll to have a little cute little blanket. But yeah, I could do. And are you wanting like the teddy bear as like one of the month flags, or I'm trying to think what I would do for September. September's an odd one. August and September is like the beginning of school. Like, what do you do for those months? I should write this down. Have you guys help me with that? So like July, we have the 4th of July here in the States. But for those that aren't in the States, what can I do for July? You know, as like as an inclusive flag, you know, that in kind of something that would be known worldwide, kind of, if somebody wanted to buy it somewhere else in another country, from another country, I mean. I don't know what do we share in these months? I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I'm already doing whatever we celebrate here in the States with my other flags, because like my March flag is a clover, but I think St. Patty's Day is kind of fairly recognizable around the world, at least for a lot of people. Not right now, please. Oh, hold on.
Why did somebody get to play?
Nobody's playing anything. Whatever. It's her computer. Maybe when I go to leave, I'll turn it on for you.
What are you doing?
My Bible study. You gotta be patient, though. So, hold on, Tammy. You want a blanket with a bear on it? Is that what you're wanting? I haven't done anything like that yet, so like a C2C with a blanket with a bear, or I could do a knotted half double crochet with a bear. My thing is trying to figure out what size, because my cat's meow blanket, I did. It wasn't my pattern, obviously, but it was the cat's meow blanket that I did was 110 stitches wide. So I could in theory design a tapestry style blanket with the knotted half double crochet, where it's like the cat's meow, but instead of a cat, it would be like a teddy bear or something. Yes, the 4th of July and Canada's birthday. Yeah, Canada's birthday I knew was in July too. But like, you know, for me being with patriotic, it would be red, white, and blue for the US. But I was just trying to think, do I do like another just, you know, summer scene, you know, where most people will look at it in July and go, "Oh, that July flag is just, you know, a beachy summer kind of feel to it, you know." And maybe I could throw a little US flag in there somewhere. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, I need to be getting off here. It is 1 hour. I have places to be this morning and children to cuddle with before I leave and make sure they're happy and not, you know, upset before I leave, because I don't need them being, you know, demonic children after I leave. Because it seems like every time we leave, the second we leave, it's like, oh, mom and dad are gone. Let's start terrorizing each other. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my show and tell this morning. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted on my live this weekend. Hopefully it'll be on Saturday, around 3. I know there may be some other channels going live at that time, but I don't know what other time to do that day, if a morning would work better or what, but so I'll keep you guys updated. So we'll see. And hopefully, I don't want to run into other people's times, but right now it's tentatively 3 p.m. Central on Saturday. But normally on Sunday, but we're just switching to Saturday for this weekend. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the comments on my recorded videos. So have a great day. Love you guys. Really, really, and truly.